This is a version 2 of this video. The original version, which was posted shortly before this one, contained in it something that I just was flat out wrong about. We'll talk about it in the video. The original video is in the description down below. Thanks to B. Floyd commenting on the original video and correcting something which changes a lot of the perspective of this video. New information, deeper dive on battery life. Let's get into the video. After what feels like an eternity of talking about rumors about Google's upcoming Pixel Watch at Google I/O last Wednesday, we finally got the unveiling of this thing. Now, it wasn't a full unveiling, right? It was pretty much just, hey, we're making a watch. Here's what it looks like. But since then, some more stuff has continued to leak. Some information that I find to be extraordinarily strange. So as we watch here, this exactly what I'm saying, them kind of unveiling the Pixel Watch. Let's talk about what we've learned here in the last couple of days, or what we think that we've learned. There are rumors going around that the upcoming Google Pixel Watch will be running a system on a chip, a processor called the Exynos 9110, the 9110. Now, if that processor in your brain triggers a memory, it is because that processor has been on the market for a really long time, approximately 4 years. It was the processor in the original Samsung Galaxy Watch all the way back in 2018. And to put that further into perspective, Samsung's current processor, the one that they're using in the watches that they're putting out right now, which are probably going to be running very similar software to the Pixel Watch, they run a processor called the W920, the W920, and that processor, Samsung says, is roughly 10 times faster than the one rumored to be in the Pixel Watch. It's also important to mention, rumors are also saying that the Pixel Watch is not going to be cheap. Google's going to sell this thing as a premium watch, $300, $400, not outside the realm of possibility, running a processor that is 10 times slower than another watch on the market at the same time as your watch. Now, the good news on a watch, performance isn't everything, right? These Wear OS type operating systems tend to be relatively lightweight. So even though it's quite a bit weaker than what we're seeing on Samsung's watch, it might still perform okay, but what about with efficiency? What about battery life? Well, that's a little bit more complicated, and this segment is pretty much the reason why this is a version 2 of this video, because I said some stuff that was just factually inaccurate. I got some wires crossed in my brain. So let's talk about the potential efficiency and battery life on this hypothetical watch with this hypothetical setup. So we have some rumors reporting, I think 9to5 Google was the original source, that this Pixel Watch would have a 300 milliamp hour battery, right? So we've got Exynos 9110, 300 milliamp hour battery. So we don't really have, unfortunately, a great analog, a great way to compare, to project what this battery life might be, because the watch that ran this processor, the original Galaxy Watch, had about 2, 3, 4 day battery life. I've saw reviews saying 2 to 3. I've seen some saying 3 to 4. That's pretty great battery life. But that ran Tizen, an entirely different operating system. An operating system that was way more efficient than Wear OS 3, Wear OS in the past in particular. Maybe Wear OS 3.1 has a lot of good tweaks for battery life. We just don't know. We can probably safely assume not as efficient as Tizen. We also have to bear in mind that the original Galaxy Watch had a 472 milliamp hour battery, according to GSM Arena. So it had great battery life, but it had a big battery and a really efficient operating system. We also have to give the context that these Samsung Galaxy Watches, the battery life seemed to degrade with each iteration. Let's look at this review from Notebook Check on the Galaxy Watch 3. The 45mm version had a 340 milliamp hour battery. The 41mm version had a 247 milliamp hour battery. That's actually the same size as what is in the Galaxy Watch 4. And they said, now this again, this is running the Exynos 9110, the same processor we're talking about, so this is important. Same processor and a smaller battery running Tizen, which should be more fuel efficient. And they said they got about 1 day of battery life. If they tweak some settings to kind of conserve battery, they could get about 2 days. And when we talk about notebook check again for consistency here, when we talk about the Galaxy Watch 4 that jumped up to the W920, which is 10 times faster than the Exynos 9110 used in the Galaxy Watch 3, battery life was about a day. So now we've got newer processor, same operating system, smaller battery, about 1 day. So we're kind of just dancing all around the subject. We're kind of giving details everywhere to kind of be able to extrapolate what this battery life might be. It's my opinion. I don't think this thing's going to be a 2, 3, 4 day battery. I just don't think that's possible. You can look at the Galaxy Watch 3 that had the same processor and a more efficient OS. It was a 1, stretch it to 2 day battery. Now, I know that the battery in the Pixel Watch is bigger, Wear OS is less efficient. Are we going to maybe get another 1, maybe stretch it to 2 day battery? I think that might be a safe guesstimate to make from all the information we've got available to us. So a big concern for me, not necessarily the performance, right? Moving through applications and so forth. Because personally, I have a Wear OS watch and I don't use any applications at all. Okay, I get my notifications. I see who's calling me when they're calling me. I might pause a track. I don't use any apps on my watch. That's just me. So I'm not super concerned about the performance. What I am concerned about is the battery life. My TicWatch Pro 3 Ultra gets me through 3 or 4 days on a charge. I sleep with it on to track my sleep multiple days. I don't plug it in. I magnetically attach it to its charger. An hour later, I think or remember that I've not got my watch on, and I'm good for 4 more days. Is that something that the Pixel Watch is going to be able to do? Is that something it's going to be able to offer me? Almost certainly the answer is no. 4 days battery life? No. Almost certainly not going to happen. 3 days? Very unlikely. 2 days, I could see that being a thing. 1 to stretch it to 2. I think that's possible if this information, these rumors are accurate, which as I always say, take all this with a pinch of salt. This could be wrong. A lot of this stuff could be absolutely wrong. Okay, these are rumors. But if it's accurate, 1 to 2 days is probably the best case scenario here. And you've got to decide if it's a big deal to you or not. Some people may say, as long as it gets me to the end of the day, I don't care. I don't care about sleep tracking, whatever. And that may be totally fine for you. But I'm speaking for myself, and I'm just kind of sharing what we think we know here. So I want to know from you guys, what do you think about a premium watch, a super premium watch with all likelihood, a watch that, I think as far as the appearance goes, a watch that I think looks quite good. I know there's some mixed opinions on this. It's a bit divisive, but I think that it looks quite good. But a watch that is likely not going to get you super endurance, a watch that might not have the best quote-unquote performance, the snappiest performance, and a watch that's not going to be relatively cheap at all. Watch is likely to be targeting that premium segment. I'd love to know what you guys think about this. Some updated information here. I know if you've maybe already seen a version of this video, if what I've said here has changed your mind about something, let me know in the comments down below. If you want to see the original version of this video that I got some stuff just flat out wrong in and had to adjust and kind of redo this video, it will be linked in the description down below. Full transparency there. Guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'll see you on the next one. And until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.